What caused you to make this transition to like fuck nightlife?
For me, it was just like, I'm not gonna sit here and just be depressed at work, fucking playing music I don't want to play, or like, like fucking doing sets I don't want to fucking do. Um, so with even like, what I'm saying, you go to work and it's a party. You have to drink. You know what I'm saying? Why are you not drinking? It's a fucking club. You're the fucking DJ. Why are you not drunk right now? You fall into that like, damn, I gotta be drunk to DJ. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what the people want. They don't want no fucking sober DJ. I'm fucking DJing your party. I'm trying to be the fucking littest. I'm trying to be the main event. I'm trying to be the party starter, whatever it's called. So you fall into that like, we gonna get drunk tonight, and it's fucking. You getting drunk Thursday, you getting drunk Friday night, you getting drunk Saturday night, Sunday night. You most likely to get drunk, and then Monday, that's just hella depressing. That's just hella depressing.
This is Sad Boy Radio.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Sad Boy Radio. I'm your host, Matt, and today we got a special guest. He's been in the industry for 10 years. He's a new business owner, recently filed, official, and he's Saba's tour DJ. Go ahead and introduce yourself, bro.
My name is Damn. Some people know me as Damage. Some people know me as Julio. Some people know me as JJ.
What about DJ Nasty?
You're funny as hell. Who told you that? Bugatti?
Hey, bro. We got our sources, bro.
Bro. All right, that was like when I was 12 to 14. And then it became DJ Damage from 15.
Hey, why'd you switch it real quick?
That was the vibes back then when I was 12 years old.
You've been in the industry for a minute, and there's just so much to talk about, I feel like opening it with that was a good.
That was funny as hell, bro. I should have looked at the notes before.
Nah, that's not on the notes, bro. That was just off the top, bro.
I should have been like, Nasty, what the fuck is he talking about, bro?
I knew you weren't gonna want to mention it once you said my original DJ name at 14 was DJ Damage.
Oh my god. Damn, I'm red. Am I red?
But anyways, you started DJing early on, bro. You started DJing at 14, and you've been through so much within the industry, right? Or at least you've DJ'd. What was it? Pitchfork. You were just saying Lala a couple times. All at such a young age. You're only 28 years old, man. So real quick, just to open up for the people, go ahead and talk about the experience that shaped you the most throughout this 10-year journey.
Confidence is a big one. Having confidence early on, I'm fucking like early on, back when I'm talking about when I was DJing for Saba early on. So like 19, 20, I never had that confidence. I knew how to DJ, but when it's like you're DJing for artists, you got to use your voice more than using your hands. And so like early on, I learned that confidence is something that can take you really far, and something you really need to be like in this industry, I guess. So like early on working on my voice, and I would be like, y'all ready for Saba? And like a real shy voice, and then like we were performing at Reggie's one time, and there's like a curtain right next to the stage that is like the backstage, but you can hear Saba on the other side of the fence. He's like, no, you gotta say it with more confidence, say it shit louder, like, you know what I'm saying?
Say it with your chest.
Literally. Ever since that day, I was like, oh shit, like motherfuckers, like, I gotta approach this with more confidence and being more confident with myself and shit.
You gotta be the next Gangsta Grizzles, bro.
Bro, DJ Drama's like been my inspiration for a really, really long time. I've met him once at South by Southwest. But yeah, DJ Drama, fucking, there's a lot of mixtape DJs. The mixtape DJs, that was definitely something I wanted to do like early on, but that shit kind of died out as soon as like streaming shit and like albums started coming out. I haven't heard like a mixtape in a long time.
Definitely not. But what was iconic? When Drip just DJ'd with him and DJ Ferris.
Was it at Light?
I don't know
I
if
think
it was at Light.
Yeah, I think I remember.
But I saw that shit and I was like, damn, that's fucking nuts, bro. You gotta be like handpicked. You know what I'm saying? They looked at every single DJ in Chicago and said, hey, you, We got you.
Yeah, no, Drip is going crazy.
Hey, shout out Drip.
Oh God.
With you talking about these experiences, you've had so many, right? You've done the touring, you've done the performances at all these big festivals. You've also been involved in nightlife for a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel like these experiences have impacted you in both a negative and a positive way?
In a positive way, I would say this is always, when I was younger, this is always something I wanted to do. I would have never even thought I would be like playing at these festivals, DJing in front of all these people. So this is something I always wanted to do. So in a positive way, like I'm like just living for my childhood, living my childhood dreams and shit. In a negative way, this shit definitely takes a toll on you. Sometimes, you're not paid with what you're worth and shit. And who am I to? I mean, yeah. I was gonna say, who am I to determine my worth? I am him.
He said, "Hey, do I really get to decide how much I'm worth every single day?"
Oh God, I do,
bro. You've been touring with Saba, and you just gotta go show up to somebody's door and be like, "Hey, I've been doing this shit 10 years. You've established a name for yourself. Own that shit."
Literally.
I kind of want to touch on that though, the part where you say like, I'm doing this shit for, the kid that I was. I've been doing all the things that I always dreamed of doing one day. First of all, what was that dream, right? Because there's a lot to unpack there. Just like I said at the beginning, you've done so many different things. So for you to say like, I've done every single thing, what do you feel like was that biggest goal that you were like, damn, I need that shit?
It was one of these festivals. I had to say Pitchfork was the most eye-opening one. There was more though. Like we did Man Be on the Beach, and that was my first time inviting my dad to like see what I've been doing, because my dad used to always talk shit. Oh, you going on the road, Saba? How much is he paying you? Is he paying you? Like, no, come on, we just going to Houston. Just they paying for the ticket, they paying for the hotel. That's what we doing. You know what I'm saying? We're going South by Southwest. That's all pro bono. So he used to always be on my ass. So Man Be on the Beach was like, it's like a perfect time to bring him. It's summertime, so fucking on the beach. And so he came and fucking, I was like, man, my dad's in the crowd. I was going crazy. I stood on top of the DJ booth. We was going crazy. Like from what I remember, that was a really cool show. But Pitchfork was even crazier. They had Pitchfork is like designed. They have like 2 stages, but they're kind of like side to side. So, but like also angled. So if you're looking this way, you're at stage, the first stage, and then you literally turn your body this way and you watching a whole nother artist literally like 5 minutes later. So the way like that's set up, it's just already hella people in this area. And so I think it was Sid from the internet. They were performing before us. And then like literally 5 minutes later, it's us, and everybody turns around, and I got super fucking super nervous. That was my first time. Like, we've done Lala before that. We've done hella shit before that where I shouldn't be nervous, but immediately as soon as I got up there, I walked out, and I was about to say like, y'all ready for Saba, some shit like that, and I couldn't even say. I was like, holy shit. I ran off stage. I was like, bruh, there's so many people out there. Like, everybody was still huddled up and shit. I was like, bruh, there's so many people out there. Like, I don't know what to do. For a moment, I didn't know what to do. But then I was like, man, fuck, I got this. What am I doing? What the fuck? Like, I got this shit. Run back on the stage and fucking kill that shit. Being on that stage and fucking DJing for all those people, as a kid in high school, you seeing all these people go on tour, like Mac Miller, like fucking, and then Chance going on tour with Mac Miller. That shit was like huge for me, like in high school. I was like, holy shit, there's this dude from Chicago going on tour with Mac Miller. Like, that shit is crazy. And stuff that I thought would be like unattainable for me, and or some shit like that I'll never get to.
It's crazy that you say that shit, because it's something that I sit down and I think about a lot of the time nowadays, where these things that I never thought would be possible, that I never thought I could reach, and it's all in your head. At the end of the day, it's only things that you think you can't do. I mean, other people say that shit all the time. Man, there's a perfect Saba song that I'm thinking of right now. I just heard it. So the lyric I found, we took a pause there, but know the journey waiting is a lonely one. They'll call him crazy because believing in yourself not often celebrated. People projecting a mirror image that is merely hatred. You know, that ties back into the fact that we don't believe in ourselves because a lot of the times, you know, the journey's lonely and people are always hating on you, but that's only their projection from the mirror, right? They're projecting onto you what they feel about themselves. So when we're over here chasing what we believe we want and we look at all these high goals that we feel like are unattainable, it's like, damn, like, can we really reach that? Because at the end of the day, nobody else believes in you except for you, right? And that's kind of like the point that we've reached is, okay, I don't know what else to do because nobody else is believing in me. So fuck, I gotta find the journey myself. And my bad, I'm gonna go on a tangent right now, but it gets a little harder when, you know, there's so many people out there that do tell you like, yo, like, I got you, hit me up if you need anything. Then you hit them up when you need something and it's like, oh, my bad, bro, I can't do it. Or reach out to this person. It's like, damn, bro, like, I really thought you could have helped me out on this one, but it be like that out here.
You gotta do it yourself sometimes.
Going back to that story about the man be on the beach, why do you feel like it was so important for you to bring out your dad in that moment?
Like I said, this motherfucker used to talk so much shit. I used to go out of town, motherfucker, oh, you getting paid? You getting paid? How much you getting paid? Like, all right, you calm down. So, like, mine be on the beach, it was like, this is what we're doing. This is it. And it was a fucking crazy ass turnout. You had fucking hella Saba fans there. And he got to experience, you know, that life we were living, and it was just showing him like, you know, this is what we're gonna be doing for the next however many years. This is it. I don't give a fuck what you say anymore, like, or what you think.
He's Puerto Rican, right?
Yeah. That's super buddy.
That's that Hispanic dad in him, bro. They don't give no fucks. They just want to know how much money you're making.
If you working or not, yeah, he's still fucking. He'll pull out. You working? Nah.
Hey, he be trying to get you to go work with him and your brother.
Yeah. So yeah, early on. Well, not early on, but fucking. I had recently stopped working with him just because I can't work with him anymore.
He said he tells me what to do too much.
Yeah, I don't like the tone in his voice when he tells me to do stuff. Miami on the beach was just like it wasn't really like a slap in the face to him, but it was just more like, this is what we're doing.
It was more like a backhanded compliment.
It's like, yeah, I'm a man now. I'm a man.
So what happened after that, man? You know, walk us through that, how that relationship kind of evolved then.
It's cool, man. He like, even now he's like, you know, he has never asked me, you know, what he used to be asking me, like, oh, you making money? Like, no, you gotta make sure you working, like, you know what I'm saying? But he'll like fucking still get on my ass when he sees my city sticker expired. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, shut the fuck up. It's only fucking $60. I'll do it next week. I don't need you on my ass for my fucking city sticker. But he's just a dad. That's what he's supposed to do.
That's when he hits you with the, damn, you don't make enough money. They're not paying you.
No, you know what it is with me? I feel like that's just a scam. It's just what the fuck I need a city sticker for? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
until they hit you with the ticket.
Oh, no. So I just be finessing. I have 2 cars that need city stickers, and I haven't paid for any of them in like 2 years. And I've gotten lucky because I park at my crib. I park in like a private lot, so they can't give me a ticket. Fucking studio, park in a lot, they can't give me a ticket. If I'm going out, I'll park in a lot, they can't give me a ticket. So until they pull me over, then they're like, dude, it's fucking 3 years.
I thought you were gonna say like you got a ticket stashed up, so then when you go out, you just put that ticket on there, so they don't fucking do that. They don't give you a ticket.
That. Insurance, scam. You don't pay insurance.
I'm not gonna put you on blast on here yet.
Dude, health insurance? Psh. So imagine I haven't gone to a doctor in like, let's say 5 years. But let's say I was paying insurance to go see a doctor just in case.
So what you're saying is you don't got insurance?
Nah. All right, I don't have health insurance.
Tell Saba you need that health insurance, bro.
Oh God, what's up? I need full benefits. Oh God, I got car insurance now because I need to have car insurance in order to finance the fucking car.
But as soon as you pay it off,
as soon as I pay it off, his fucking shirt.
Are you the one that they were saying? Nah, that's not you. But in the interview I had watched, they were saying that somebody was driving the truck and texting at the same time, and they just zoomed past the fucking stop sign.
What truck?
The tour bus.
Oh no, that was probably like John or some shit. It sounded like some John Cuevas shit.
They said that he was like responding to some fucking emails, and he just zoomed past the fucking stop sign because they were like, "Fuck that shit."
No, I'm a really good driver. I'm one of the best. I've driven on hella tours.
What other tours?
I went on tour with Femdot and Toby Lou, just as a driver, straight driver. Early on, I used to drive the Sprinter on the Mick tour we did with Saba. And we did one more tour with Saba. I think it was Care For Me tour. Literally every tour I have to drive except for this past one because we had like the big bus. And I was certified to drive it, but we already had a driver, and it was like really about that shit. But the tour before that, before the pandemic, 2019, it was with Jid. Our fucking bus driver didn't know how to back up with a trailer. So at every fucking venue, I would literally get out pissed off because it's like two different compartments. Like the driver was over here, and then like we were in like the fucking back part. So I'll get off pissed off. I'm like, bro, get the fuck out the seat. Like, let me fucking do this shit. How many fucking hours are we gonna do this today? And it was every fucking day. The first day was the worst, man. It was like literally 2 hours blocking traffic too in Milwaukee in front of the rave. Like he was trying to back up, and he was like getting on the sidewalk. And inside, that feels like way worse than what it looks like. You're fucking flying all over. Like this motherfucker jump on a curb, that shit'll start leaning this way. So after that day, I was just like, bro, give me the fucking get out the seat. I'll do it, whatever.
Damn, bro, you do it all for real. You be doing the lighting. You be doing everything, bro.
We can talk about that too. Yeah.
That's later. Let's dive deep into it. Right, you're wearing the Pivot Gang sweater. Go ahead and talk about what that represents for you.
Family, like real friends. We lost a few of them, and it's kind of sad. Like Pivot, Squeaky and Walt were like key members of Pivot. Like they were like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like Pivot is family, brotherhood, and real friendship. That's Pivot to me. I can call any of them, and they'll be there for me in any way, and same same for them, for me and shit. But yeah, man, it's Pivot forever. Yeah. I got Pivot tattooed right here on the bucket list tour.
Why
I got
mountains?
Pivot with the bucket list mountains. They were the mountains on the mountains that Saba was using for his merch or some shit like that, and then I threw a Pivot under there. It was got my little Pivot tat. But yeah, Pivot Gang, love them, man. Love them. We put in them hours. Like back in 2012 to like 2018 or maybe like 17. We was in the studio like all day, every day. I worked at Dunkin' Donuts, and motherfuckers would pick me up from Dunkin' Donuts right there on Grand and Armitage, and we'll fucking hit the studio. Jacob had a studio before his private stock. Jacob had a studio. He had Heart of the City, and we had all the fucking everything in there. You can shoot music videos. We can fucking record music. Blah blah blah. I recorded. I did the tracking on Saba's Comfort Zone. I recorded that whole album just like because we were just bored. I knew how to do it, fucking, and we was just in the studio. So early on, like those were the dudes that I was just with 24/7, and that's what it was like. You know what I'm saying? Obviously now, like you know what I'm saying, shit has happened. Saba lives in LA now and shit, so they still got a studio out here and shit. But you know what I'm saying, they live in LA. Most of them.
Why aren't you out in LA with them, bro?
They always tell me, they're like, bro, like it's time. Like, what the fuck is he waiting for? LA, I have to be like super on or like super making money off industry shit to move out there, or like have like a certain, like I go out there, I'm already got this job on lock. You know what I'm saying? I already have these connects, which is possible to do. It's easier to if you're actually out there and you live out there and you're making those connections every day, but LA is probably like the last place I want to move to. because I don't hear anything good from LA except for connections, which is like, man, like if you know, if I need those connections, they're gonna come to me eventually. So I would rather get on, or what I'm saying, out here, what I'm saying, where I'm comfortable, where I have like my community and my fucking family and shit, than to go out and do some shit like that.
With you talking about your experience being on tour, right? These countless tours, what makes it different being with Pivot Gang? Obviously, you said it's family, right? It's all love with you guys. But being on tour is one of the most stressful things. I've been told it by many different artists. I've been told it by Poppy Beats himself. So, it's not one of those things that you can basically do with everyone. And if you are doing it with everyone, damn well it's just a job. How does being with your second family ease that burden?
It's way easier to tour with, Saba than I would say other people. Saba's not that picky. He don't, what I'm saying? He doesn't. I've never heard Saba complain in my life.
Damn, since 2012?
I met him in 2012. Since 2012, I've never heard him complain. It's just easier to go on tour with people you've been around for the past 10 years, Going on a tour with somebody you don't know, and then you gotta like, you're with them every day for the next, I don't know, like 5 weeks or like 3 months, however long the tour is. So it's definitely easier to do it with somebody you've already been locked in the studio with for like countless hours a day and shit. And you guys got the same sense of humor and shit. That's you like doing the same shit. Some motherfuckers like going on tour and like it's after party. We're after the show. They're trying to find the moves and shit. With Pivot's just like shit. We trying to find the aux cord, or like we trying to find the fucking HDMI to fucking play some games or some shit. And we're all like on the same page as far as like what shit we're into, and which makes it super fun and easy to tour and shit. Motherfuckers is not like, I don't know. I could imagine like rock stars are like super coked out, and like how do you manage a fucking coked out rapper or like a singer or some shit?
How you manage a young boy?
Yeah, like super young that don't know shit. Like it's just that can be. I can see how it can be like super not it. But I mean, I've been super lucky to work with my friends and shit and people I fucking really fuck with. So it's been touring. I've never had a bad tour story. Like I've never been on a tour that I didn't want to be on, or didn't like. Actually, no, I can't say that. I've had some disagreements on tour, some disagreements, but it wasn't really nothing. It was just like, come on, man. Like we all basically, it's early on. We're all getting the same amount of money right now. Like, why am I fucking have to unload the entire van? Like grab your shit and what I'm saying, help me out a little bit, because I don't gotta do this shit either. I'm the DJ. I just gotta set up my laptop. You think I want to fucking unload all this shit? You know what I'm saying? So like just early on, it was just a few arguments, but I've never had like a bad like, I don't want to be on this tour. I'm flying home. But that shit do be happening. Like motherfuckers be getting sent home
From Nebraska?
Yeah, yep. Take your ass out of here. But no, I've been super lucky with Saba and all the tours I've been on.
This outline don't even fucking matter, because the way that I wrote this, it was a sad boy outline. Your ass seems too happy being on tour. Most people have like that, the factor of there's this, and I feel like you're kind of getting there, at least from some of the stuff you were telling me, right? You're looking to find that secure foundation to start making more money, building up your business, getting out the club, shit like that. For a long time, you've led this life of kind of instability, right? And we can go back to early on, right? You went to Florida to come back here. You've been on tour for 10 years, right? You're not really establishing a home. You mentioned the single life. I stay single because it's too much money to be with the girl, but there's deeper values to that, right? Because when you're so focused and you're so submerged into this lifestyle, it's not something that you can really give to somebody without them having to compromise. Because you're not gonna compromise. I wouldn't fucking compromise if I'm going on tour and going around the world, right?
But I have in the past, like I've had a girlfriend that, shit, I'm not gonna DJ anymore because she says so, or you know what I'm saying, or because it makes her feel weird. I'm just not gonna fucking do it anymore. You know what I'm saying? So I've done that in the past.
And how'd that work out for you?
That shit was horrible. You know, I wish I'd never fucking put my energy into that. You know, because I could have made a lot more money.
He was that dude that said, "Hey guys, my girl said I can't come out no more."
Literally like that. Well, I don't know, because it was more like, do I want to go out and DJ right now, or do I want to stay cuddled up? It was all my choice. Like it wasn't she ain't have really nothing to do with it. It's all my choice. I can, decide if I want to go DJ or not. But it was more like, damn, I got a girlfriend now. I haven't had a girlfriend in so long. Like, I don't want to be in the club no more. Like, fuck that shit. I don't want to fucking live that life anymore. I want to be a dad now. That didn't work out for me.
I'm glad you're here to live and tell the story of not being a dad, bro.
Yeah, oh God.
Too many fallen soldiers, rip.
Oh God.
Going back to that, right? The life of instability. There's this instability that's been in your life for a while where you don't have that solid foundation, and not immediately, but I was playing my songs on shuffle. I heard Drake Light Up, and I mentioned this song in a different aspect when he talks about the line of, nobody's working as hard as you. He's been locked up in the studio. But, later down the song, he says, who would have thought I'd be caught up in this life? Let's celebrate with a toast and get lost in tonight and make it all light up. And, when you're young, you're so focused on, man, I'm having a great time. Let's get lost in tonight, until tonight becomes a couple years down the line where you're in these positions, just like we said, that you never thought you'd end up here. Who would have thought I'd be caught up in this life? I damn sure didn't. And I've celebrated for so long that now I'm so far into the future. You've had so many crazy nights, right? You've lived this glamorous lifestyle, and you're only 28 years old. That's fucking crazy. You met Drake. You've been in the fucking clubs for a minute. You've been touring. But we got to touch on that Drake story, man. Talk about that shit. What the fuck?
Red Bull is paying us out to go to LA. They were doing this 30 days in LA type shit in November, where they had an event for 30 days in November. Different artists, but they put on this event. And so we were like one of the last days. And so like the Red Bull staff, they had rented out this, like, it was like Justin Bieber's old house or some shit, but it's like fucking, I don't know, like 2016, 15, I don't know, a couple, like a lot of $1 million house, like 4 floors, bro. It's shit, fucking glass everywhere. Like, this shit was amazing. So that's where the Red Bull people were staying, and we were like too deep, and so we were like, yo, we can't do hella hotel rooms. We got, like, do an Airbnb or some shit. I don't know. And she's like, we got this Airbnb. It's only 5 of the Red Bull staff staying there. Like, if you guys want to come, there's like 20 bedrooms or like 30 bedrooms. And we're only basically using 5 of them. And so we're like, hell yeah. Like, fucking, we're staying. And then we stay like extra days too. We get there like fucking 2 or 3 days before, and then stay like 2 or 3 days after. And they were super cool with it. So basically, we're Red Bull flew us out there to open up for A$AP Mob in LA at the Hollywood Palladium, and Tink was also performing. And then they had like they did like their own like Red Bull music thing where they had like 2 artists come and into the studio and work with a producer and shit. So Saba made a song, I'm pretty sure it's released. Yeah.
He said, hold up before I leak this info.
It's like super long time ago. But the song with Saba and Tink, they made that weekend. So we're staying in this, it's all of us, bro. We're stupid deep in this mansion. We're like, holy shit, like, you know what I'm saying? They had a fucking DJ fucking whole setup in that shit, backyard with the pool, the big ass view. It was crazy. Sean Kingston was next door. We were in the middle of Sean Kingston and Nelly, I think. No, not Nelly. I'm tweaking. Neo. I don't
Neo.
know how I got them confused.
Damn.
It was Neo's. We were like in the middle of Neo, and
You
we were
guys got
fucking
the same haircut, bro.
chill. So at the show, Saba's in this section upstairs, like after he performs and shit. And I think they had told him he had to move and shit. They didn't tell him why, but he's like, what the fuck, whatever. He moved out, and I'm like somewhere else, but everybody else is in the green room because they had like got kicked out of that section. And fucking I'm walking down the hall, and I see Drake with like hella security guards, and I'm like, holy shit, that's Drake. And I'm like, literally, we're walking together at like, I came out of here, he came out of here, he's with hella people, but we like walking towards the same way and going to the same direction. Our green room was like right here, then you got to go up some stairs, and then that's the ASAP mob, and that's where he was going. So I fucking go in. I'm like, before we got to our green room door, I was like, hey Drake, I can take a picture with you? And he's like, yeah, it's cool. And I was like, I thought he was finna stop and shit, like we was finna take a picture.
He kept walking.
No, I mean, yeah, like me knowing now, like if I want a picture with Drake, I'm gonna pull my phone out and immediately just take the picture or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But I had like wanted to, it was early on. Fucking, I asked him, he wanted to do it, and his security was like, hell no, like no, keep on walking. And I'm like, oh shit, like fuck, never mind. And he passed by, going to the green room, and everybody's just chilling. I was like, I walked in the room, I had like make sure everybody was looking at me. I was like, guys, I just seen Drake. And I was like super quiet. Everybody was like, what, you lying? Like, nah, ain't Drake ain't here. Like, what the fuck? I was like, no, for real, I just seen Drake. Outside there right now. And I fucking opened the door of the green room. I was like, look. And his whole entourage, Drake wasn't there. He already had like walked up the stairs. But his like whole entourage was like, fucking look. And then we kept the door open. Fucking ASAP Rocky, ASAP, fucking Ferg, all them just like start walking behind him. And then later, the reason they kicked Saba out was because they put Drake in there. Yeah.
Hey, that's when Drake and ASAP were cool.
Damn. Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Hey,
yep.
we don't know the actual story, but
Yeah, I don't know.
You know, it'd be like that out here.
But yeah, we crossed paths. We were in the same building.
Is that like your biggest life accomplishment, huh?
At that age, I was like, shit. I got to tell everybody I know I'm in the same building as these motherfuckers now.
When you texted me that, I met Drake and stayed in a $15 million mansion. I'm
That'd
like,
be a way funner story.
I'm like, he partied with Drake in a mansion?
Nah,
I just met Drake. I just walked past him.
I asked for a picture. He said, yeah, but his security was not on it.
Now you say you hate nightlife, right? You've been given so much through nightlife, right? These opportunities that you've had. I wouldn't say they're all through nightlife, but once again, it's an industry that's unstable. So this instability is a theme. It's a constant theme throughout your life. Is this the main reason you hate nightlife, or what caused you to make this transition to like fuck nightlife?
It got way too repetitive. Whether it's the music I am like forced to play at these clubs because they basically tell you what to play. You're not allowed to fucking come as an open format DJ at this promoter's party. You have to like play whatever they want to play. If not, you're not gonna fucking get booked. Another thing, it was just like, it's like a really dark lifestyle, whether, you know what I'm saying, you can make what people make in 40 hours in just 2 days, and what's that, like, you know, a couple hours, but you spend the rest of your week like sleeping all day, you know what I'm saying? I gotta work on Friday, I'm gonna fucking sleep Monday through Thursday, and, you know, fall into like that deep like fucking depression. I feel like it's just like, I feel like most of the people in nightlife are just hella depressed, like the bartenders and shit. They're just hella depressed and shit. Like, they're forced to fucking smile. Like, they're forced to be happy and forced to, you know, that's what makes them money. And I feel like it's hard for some people to get away from that shit. And for me, it was just like, I'm not gonna sit here and just be depressed at work, fucking playing music I don't want to play, or like, you know, like fucking doing sets I don't want to fucking do. So with even like, you know what I'm saying, you go to work and it's a party. You have to drink, you know what I'm saying? why are you not drinking? It's a fucking club. You're the fucking DJ. Why are you not drunk right now with your shirt off? You know, so you fall into that like, damn, I gotta be drunk to DJ. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what the people want. They don't want no fucking sober DJ. I'm fucking DJing your party. I'm trying to be the fucking littest. You know, I'm trying to be the main event. I'm trying to be the party starter, whatever it's called. So you fall into that like, we gonna get drunk tonight, and it's fucking. You getting drunk Thursday, you getting drunk Friday night, you getting drunk Saturday night, Sunday night. You most likely to get drunk, and then Monday, you know. That's just hella depressing. That's just hella depressing. And then I feel like the rates ever since the pandemic has just gone down tremendously. Whereas like motherfuckers are not getting the same DJ pay as they're getting before the pandemic.
Which is crazy to think though, right? That your business basically got shut down for X amount of time. And the people that were risking their lives to go out, make sure your party still had a vibe going. Exactly. Now you're underpaying them because, I don't know, you're trying to recuperate costs that you might have lost or whatever it may be, right? And I guess in some people's minds, right, there's more than enough DJs out there, but there's definitely not enough good DJs out there.
I mean, I don't even consider myself a good DJ. Like,
you just press play.
I don't know. I do what I want to do. Like, I can have a good set where I'm like fucking like doing real DJ shit, scratching, fucking echoing shit out, and like going really crazy. And then I can have a good set that's fucking, it's literally me just playing music like if it was an aux cord. Like, I'll literally turn it off, talk some shit on mic, and fucking, oh, this is my favorite song. Y'all gotta fucking turn up to this shit and just play it like a fucking, you know, like a fucking iPad DJ. And it'll be the fucking most lit shit ever.
So for you, dealing with all of this shit, dealing with the drinking, the darkness that comes with nightlife, it's detrimental to your health. It's detrimental to the balance you have within your life. It's a lifestyle that's not built for everybody. How have you managed to maintain that balance for yourself as far as your mental?
I don't know, because I feel like I just like completely stopped the nightlife. Like that's how I'm taking care of my mental health and shit, and like that's how I'm getting better as far as that. But like I just completely like just stopped doing it. And I mean, I'll do my gigs here and there, and they're like stupid fun. But that's because I need to do that shit. I'm like, bro, I be like thirsty. I'm like, okay, I haven't fucking DJ'd in like 6 months. Like, what the fuck am I doing? Let me like fucking ask somebody if they fucking, you know, want to put me on their bill or some shit. And then I'll have fun. But like just that repetitive shit gets too repetitive. That's what it is. It's too repetitive. You're just fucking dealing with drunk people all day, and fucking drugs are everywhere. You fall into that one. That's the worst thing to fall in. You don't want to fall in that hole. The alcohol is bound to happen, but then you fucking you fall into the drug hole, and fucking you're gonna be in a real dark place. And which most of these, you know, DJs, fucking bottle service girls, bartenders, club managers, like they fall into that hole, and some may not even know it. Some, I don't know, but I don't know how you can go that long and not like
realize it.
Yeah, like maybe it's not a dark place for them, but I mean it was for me.
Where do you feel like that took you?
It's fucking depressing. That's what it is. Just not feeling like yourself. Fucking suicidal thoughts are definitely, you know, you'd fucking partying for 4 days straight. Monday comes around and you're like, what am I doing with my life? Like literally, it's cool. I'm making, and that's the only thing that's you know, you're making what people make in 40 hours. You're making 1,500 in what, like fucking 6 hours split into 2 days. It's so that's like the bright side of things, but it's also just like it does take a toll. And I was like fucking super depressed, just waking up fucking. You come home 7 a.m. because the club, you know, like club closes like 4:30. Fucking you stay there till close, take some shots after fucking 5 a.m., 6 a.m., go eat some tacos or some shit. Fucking, or you go to an after party and there's fucking cocaine everywhere and fucking You just get trapped in. You're waking up. You go to sleep at fucking 7 a.m. every day, and then you waking up at like 4 p.m. It's like your life is. You feel like your life is just being fucking wasted. But you're making good money. Like that's like the only thing good about it. Maybe they're that dark hole for me is something different for them. So I don't judge anybody, but that's what it is. That's what it was for me, and that's why I tried stepping away, because it's like I'm not trying to live depressed.
What was the moment that made you realize like this is a problem?
It was New Year's Eve, like a couple years ago. And I had like DJ'd this party before the countdown, and I went to this little party. This little party, but it was just like a bunch of people doing drugs. And after that party, it was like 6 a.m. and I literally thought I was gonna die. I was in bed staring at my sky. My heart was like in slow motion. I don't know what cardiac arrest is, but it was almost there. Like my shit was like I can like feel it, and like, but I couldn't do anything. I like couldn't do anything. I wanted to call the ambulance, but then I was thinking about, I was like, maybe I'm straight. Like maybe I don't need to call an ambulance. Like maybe I'm tweaking. But it was just some fucking, you know what I'm saying? So I had to like take a break from that shit, and I knew it was fucking the nightlife that, you know, was kind of like was the reason I was just tapping into that lifestyle, which was just like very fucking very dark. That's just what it is.
I always put it like this, you know, people go through these phases where, and you know, everybody sees it all the time. Everybody goes through these phases where you're partying, but it almost feels like you're running away from something. There's something that recently happened. There's something from your past, you know, growing up, childhood. It all plays a part into the reason that you take these drugs, or the reason that you're drinking, the reason you're blacking out every weekend. Maybe you're trying to feel something for once. Shit, you know, alcohol makes you feel good.
Yeah, it does.
Do you feel like there was something you were running from?
I don't think so. I think it was just my job. You know what I'm saying? It was just my job. I never really had like, you know, like fucking shit to run from. Really. It's just my job. This is what I'm surrounded by.
You just like instability.
I love being unstable, bro. Yeah, man. Even today, like, I'm still like super unstable. I was thinking about this the other day. I was like, man, like, I was really thinking about like, all right, I quit nightlife, but I still got you know, Saba. I'm a DJ for Saba. If I'm not his DJ, I'm still gonna be something. You know, I bring a lot to the table, so there's a lot I can do. But the other day I was thinking, like, I was like, bro, this kind of sucks. Like, I'm touring, I'm at this high, you know, three months out the year, whatever. It's like, it's a super high. Like, my friends will tell you, like, oh, when you come back from tour, you're a totally different person, like, than you are when you, like, post tour.
I'm gonna need to get on that bus one time, bro.
Slide. Bro, touring and, like, even playing shows, is just, like, you're on a super high, and then you come back and, like, shit. That shit is not, you know, all right, I come back from tour, it's like, I don't have a job now. Like, this whole year, in the beginning of the year, I started the year with a job. Last year, the whole year, I started the year with a job. I told the job I had to do some shit. I didn't tell him I was going on tour the first year. I had to tell him I had to help my dad's company, you know, because his employees left him, and he really needs me to take over this project. That's what I told them. And they're like, man, we're really family oriented, like, you know, take those 5 weeks off and help your dad, but are you coming back? I was like, yeah, of course, like, blah blah. So the fucking the last day I stopped working was like a Friday. I did that week, not stopped working for that for the tour. And they're like, go ahead, take that 5 weeks off. Little do they know I'm fucking going on the fucking world tour, on a big ass bus and shit. So they let me do that. They hit me up like mid of the tour, and they're like, oh, you still coming back? Blah blah. I was like, yeah, bro, I'm there like 100%. So as soon as we got done on tour on Saturday, we turned the trucks in and the buses in and all the lights in. That Saturday, I had to be at work on Monday, but I had to fly to work. So I flew to work on Sunday. I was at home for like 10 hours just fucking unloading everything from tour and then loading everything to go back to work.
Where were you working?
I was working at this company that builds office furniture for 911 dispatch centers. So it'll be a new dispatch center every week. They'll just upgrading their shit. Like they get their money from the company I was working for gets their money from the government and fucking, so they're getting fucking bread. Like they was paying me well. They were paying for my flights, hotels, cars, food, and fucking also giving me a good amount an hour and shit. So I was loving that job, bro. So I come back from tour, go back to working for them again. And then another tour popped up. It was the Europe tour. And I was like, fuck, how the fuck do I tell these motherfuckers I need another 5 weeks off? So I told them about the tour. They weren't having it. They let me go. I go on the tour and I come back. I'm like, fuck, I need a job now. So that instability had me thinking, just like, since I think I got off tour in September until this day, it's January, I'm still like, what the fuck am I gonna do? Like, so I do Uber and shit, but that shit's whack.
That's why it was in an Uber commercial.
Yeah. Oh god. I was in an Uber commercial, bro. My life is so unstable as far as like work wise. You know what I'm saying? Touring is something I'll never give up though. Like, I would rather be unstable and happy than fucking have a fucking regular ass job and that I've been at for 10 years doing the same shit. Like, fuck that. Touring is what I'll do forever.
So going back to it all, right? The instability, you love this fucking instability apparently.
I don't though.
There's this instability with the nightlife, with the touring shit, with your DJ names apparently. You didn't choose one till you were fucking 20 some shit. This lifestyle, once again, it's not for everybody, and this balance is not only a balance of personal battles but personal relationships. Just like Drake said in Wait For You, I got a career that takes my time away from women. I cannot convince you I love you for a living.
Facts. Bars.
When we're so focused on these careers that take us away from the normal everyday life that people expect us to chase. You know, there's girls all the time saying like, I want to get married, I want to do this, I want to do that. And in your mind, you're just like, no, please. I got too many things to focus on right now.
Let me tell you about my mind. I would love to get married.
You're lame. Not me. Not me. Hey,
I'm 28, bro.
You ain't going to tie me down.
I would love. There's 2 girls I would marry right now.
So what's holding you back?
What's 2 girls? That if they would give me the chance. Well, I've already had the chance.
How has the instability throughout your career and your life affected you personally? So relationship-wise, you know, you say there's 2 girls that you fucked up with. In some way, shape, or form, there's a reason why you're not with that person right now. I fucked up with a lot of people, and I just couldn't give them what they needed at that time. And that was okay for me at that time.
I never fucked up with them. It was more like it wasn't the right time, you know?
So you fucked up?
No. I mean, nah. Nah. It was never the right time, and I feel like with one, the situation is, you know, she's going to get her master's, you know what I'm saying? That girl busy, you know what I'm saying? She's super busy. I don't even want to, you know what I'm saying, bother with her schedule, because one thing about fucking bothering with someone's schedule, when they fucking, when they're too busy for you, it's just like, damn, that shit's, humbling. But that shit's also raw. So that's why I say I like never fucked up with her. It's just more like she's busy. She's handling her shit. She's focused on her, which is why I'm also focused on me. So there's like 2 girls that I would fucking marry right now.
So what about the second girl?
Oh, the second girl, shit.
He don't love you that much.
I haven't talked to her in a while, but
I
haven't talked to her.
He said, I'm thinking of you.
DM me right now. I'm pulling up.
Hey, drop the ad.
They know who they are. I promise they know who they are.
Aside from the relationships, how do you feel like this instability has affected you personally?
It's something I've like started to learn to live with, because I mean, growing up, my mom, we would move every like fucking 2 weeks. I'm not 2 weeks, 2 years. We're moving every 2 years, different neighborhoods. So it's like, it's always, my life has always like been this unstable, you know, lifestyle, to where like it just became like a normal thing. It's like something I'm used to. It's like, it doesn't make me feel a way. It's like, it's something I know, like I know how to adapt with, when it comes to that shit. And something I've, you know, since early on, fucking mom moving every fucking 2 years. instability has always been a part of my life, and it's just always something I learn how to adapt to and shit.
Do you feel like it's been more of a pro than a con then?
It's definitely a con. I mean, no one wants to be unstable. Like, motherfuckers want to be, have that guaranteed income, have that guaranteed woman there for you and shit, have that guaranteed home. I ain't buy my first crib yet, but that would be cool to, one day to have. So I would say it's a mixture of both.
I'm surprised you don't got commitment issues, to be honest. Over here talking about ready to get married and shit.
If it's the right one, and it's like, cause that shit takes time, and I like to take the time to fucking. It's not some shit that's like, I've had girls that were like ready to marry me or some shit, like, you know what I'm saying, ready after 3 months. It's like, whoa, I don't even know you like that.
My thing is just like, I couldn't give up what I want to do. Like, I think about this every day, bro. Yeah. This is a conversation I have with myself every single day. And I think, man, if some shit happened where I had to settle down, I don't think I would be happy right now. I think that there's so many other things that I want to accomplish in life before I even think about that. And maybe for you, because you've accomplished so much, you've already been on tour. You've met a lot of huge artists. For me, I haven't even met an artist that's cracked 1 million followers at least.
You will.
One day. But I think about this, and then I also think about, damn, how do I make more fucking money? This is the one thing that has been bothering me recently. Because even with throwing my own show, say you sell it out, what it costs to rent out, minus costs and everything, you're only profiting about $8K. Say you sell $20 a piece, and that's just starting out. Yeah, 8K is 8K to a lot of people. That's like, damn, that's crazy. I'm like, that ain't shit, bro. There's so much more money that you could make off of this shit, but how do you get to that point? Nobody's there to teach you, like, this is what you need to do, this is how you market it, this is the way to make 100 grand in a year aside from a salary job. And it's hard to kind of come to that realization when this is all you've really wanted to do. This is the life you asked for, but yet, where the fuck do I go? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I guess when it comes to these commitments and finding that stability, yeah, it's nice to have that stability, but with that stability comes commitment, and with that commitment comes, now I gotta settle down, and now I can't pursue exactly what I want because I have somebody else to worry about. I talk about my dog a lot recently. I got a dog. That's a commitment, and that dude don't let me do shit.
Yeah, you can't party with a dog. None of that. I had a dog when I was trucking, and I gave her to my mom, and my mom's taking care of her now. But like, literally, like, you have to go home. You gotta go fucking take her out. Like, you gotta be with her at least. You can't leave her alone for more than 3 hours. A dog, like, dog needs to be fucking, If not, your sofa's getting torn up, like, fucking, she's shitting all over the place.
But I'm glad you finally got your feet set, right? You're finding that stability within yourself. It took 28 years, but you're getting there. You filed for that business. And I want to touch on that a little bit before we close, right? Go ahead and talk about the business. What do you plan to do with it? How is this your next big move?
It's just going to be something for me when I get off tour, I can have, It's something I can do, make money off of. I don't have to worry about how the fuck, I got to fucking drive Uber because I got a car note and fucking credit card debt or some shit like that. So it's going to create that stability for me, but it's going to take some time. It's going to take some time.
And with your search for this stability, right? Because you've been unstable your whole life. What is it you hope to find in this search?
I don't know. I don't. It doesn't take much to make me happy either, though. Like, you know what I'm saying? As long as I'm straight, fucking, I find me my little boo. We start our little fucking family. I'm 28 years old. I'm ready for all this shit. I'm ready for a crib in the burbs with a white picket fence and a little horse in the back. That's what I want. You know what I'm saying? All my friends know it too. Like they like that's you. Like a lot of my friends, you know what I'm saying, they'll never get married, or you know what I'm saying, they have girlfriends and still wouldn't never say they wouldn't get married. I'm like, bro, you tweaking? Like you've been with this girl for like 5 years.
They're gonna watch this shit with their girl.
Oh God, literally, it's that time, my boy. But we'll get there. We'll get there, man. Happiness is. I mean, I'm not saying I'm not happy right now.
What do you consider happiness?
Doing whatever the fuck I want. Like say, so if this week, what would make me happy is to be at the studio all day gaming. But I can't do that because I gotta make money, and you know, but like that's where I'm at right now. I would love to just fucking game all day and not have to worry about anything because I don't have nothing else to worry about. You know, I don't live with anyone. Like fucking, I don't have any relationships. I don't have any kids. Like, call my mom once a week and you know we good. But
He don't call his dad because his dad says, "How much money you making?"
My dad, shit. Hey, I seen your city sticker outside. Shit expired from 2 years ago. What you want? I'm like, don't worry about it, man. I'm handling it.
Hey, as much as he says he doesn't like the instability, he loves that shit because he wants to still be gaming at 28 years old.
That comes back to what I said earlier, where I want to live. Me as an adult is basically just doing everything I wanted to do as a child. You know, we weren't privileged enough to like have a PlayStation, or if we had a PlayStation, I had 2 other brothers, you know what I'm saying? They was on that shit all day. As a child, like, you know what I'm saying? We weren't fucking privileged enough to have all this shit we actually wanted. So as an adult, that's, you know what I'm saying? When I first started getting money, I fucking bought all the Jordans I could because as a child, we'd be lucky to get Air Force Ones. Fucking, I had fucking Filas and fucking K-Swiss, you know what I'm saying? You heard of Y shoes?
No,
They sold them right there on
at Walmart.
No, Grand, and they sold them at Walmart too. But the Grand and Pulaski, there was a little kiosk. This dude do a pop up out his van. He'll sell 2 for $25, 2 sneakers. And they look just like Air Force Ones, but they were Y shoes. So you know what I'm saying? We came from that, and so as an adult, like it's like I got money now. Like I'm buying all the Jordans I want, and then now it's just like now I'm at the age like I don't fuck Jordans. Like what the fuck I'm gonna waste fucking $400 on a fucking shoe for when I can buy car parts and you know what I'm saying, like fucking fix my ATV or my motorcycle, or just fucking be in the studio and gaming all day. Like that's something I always wanted to do as a child. And so just it's like that's my whole adulthood is just like making my inner child happy.
The last question I want to ask you is, you know, where did this love for music come from? It's not just you. Obviously, your uncle's a DJ. Your brother's a reggaeton artist.
My mom would always, we drive into school. She used to fucking work. She used to be a secretary at our fucking, at our school we used to go to. So we always had to drive to school together and shit, which that shit was crazy. But, she'd always be singing. My mom has a beautiful voice. Like when she puts on that Mark Anthony, you know what I'm saying? It's that time. And then with on my dad's side of things, we had my uncle that was a DJ. He had his basement. We would always be there. He had a pool. We'd do pool parties. He would bring his equipment down from the basement to like outside by the pool party, and we'll chop it up. I actually had like on my mom's side too, one of her cousins' husband was a DJ too, and like fucking it was always something I found interested in. And like in fucking I grew up in church. In church I was either fucking doing sound, setting up the sound, or doing lights. Like I did lights at church.
You put the strobe on?
Nah. There was no strobe at church. We would just do the moving heads and just change the colors. There wasn't no strobe. But we had smoke and shit. We had, bro, that church, bro, we had like the best like dramas and like, so like they would really go hard on production and shit. And like, there was like one dude that was the lead, and I was like, I was like 12 years old, fucking going hard on production for this church and shit.
I guess the foundation was in church, bro. You need to go back to church, find yourself some Jesus.
I think about that all the time. I like, I wouldn't mind it.
Well, I appreciate you, bro. I really love the conversation. It was dope to have you on, bro. DJ Damn Damn, formerly DJ Nasty. Make sure you go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you go ahead and check out one of his sets when he randomly pops up in the club. And make sure you go see Saba on tour just so you could see Damn Damn.
Oh God, come on now.
That's gonna be all, guys. Sad boys for real. Fuck. Peace out.
This is Sad Boy Radio.
Broken pieces, who's to blame?